Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Nitu's World. Today I am going to explain and analyze a poem, a sonnet, and the name of the poem is Shall I Compare Thee to a Summer's Day, written by William Shakespeare. Before we start a poem, at first we need to know what is sonnet. Sonnet is a poem written in 14 lines. The poem uses iambic pentameter lines. The subject matter of the sonnet is often love. Mainly, the sonnet is divided into two types: Petrarchan sonnet and Shakespearean sonnet, or we can say Italian sonnet or English sonnet. The rhyming scheme of Petrarchan sonnet is ABBA, ABBA, CDE, CDE, and the rhyming scheme of Shakespearean sonnet is ABAB, CDCD, EFEF, and GG. Petrarchan sonnet was divided into two parts: octave and sestet. Octave contains 8 lines and sestet contains 6 lines. William Shakespeare adopted the Italian sonnet and gave it English flavor in his own ways. Shakespearean sonnet has two parts: 3 quatrains and a couplet. A quatrain contains 4 lines and couplet contains 2 lines. Shakespearean sonnet has ABAB, CDCD, EFEF, and GG rhyming pattern. Shakespearean sonnet is also known as English sonnet. William Shakespeare wrote 154 sonnets. The majority of the sonnets, 1 to 126, are addressed to a young man, whereas the sonnets 127 to 154 are addressed to the dark lady. The present sonnet number 18, which we are going to read, the present sonnet number 18 is almost universally accepted to be addressed to the young man. This sonnet claims that his friend beauty is more powerful. So let's begin a sonnet. Shall I compare thee to a summer's day, by William Shakespeare. Shall I compare thee to a summer's day? Thou art more lovely and more temperate. Rough winds do shake the darling buds of May, and summer's lease hath all too short a date. In the first quatrain, the poet asks a question to his friend: Shall I compare thee to a summer's day? Which is also the title of the poem. Then he states that his love is incomparable. He can't compare his friend to the summer's days because his friend is more lovely, more beautiful, and more temperate, more gentle than the summer's day. Rough winds do shake the darling buds of May, and summer's lease hath all too short a date. The month of May is the spring season in England. Strong summer winds often shake the newly bloomed flower buds of May. Summers are too short and passes very fast, and it is transitory. Sometime too hot the eye of heaven shines, and often is his gold complexion dimmed, and every fair from fair sometime declines, by chance or nature's changing course untrimmed. In the second quatrain, he goes on saying that every beautiful thing eventually fades by chance or by nature's inevitable changes. The sun is occasionally very hot, or it sometimes hides behind the clouds. The beauty of every beautiful things in the nature decreases and is spoiled accidentally or naturally, because it is the law of nature. And but thy eternal summer shall not fade, nor lose possession of that fair thou art, nor shall death, nor shall death break thou wanderest in its shade, when in eternal lines to time thou growest. So, similarly, in the third quatrain, the poet praises the beauty of his friend. His friend's beauty won't fade nor lose any of its quality. Death will never be proud of taking the poet's friend to its dark kingdom. In fact, death will never enjoy its victory over its friend, because the poet's verse will remain eternal all through the time. His friend may die physically, but his friend's beauty will remain forever through this sonnet. So, in the final lines, so the final couplet, so long as man can breathe or eyes can see, so long lives this, and this gives life to thee. In the couplet, Shakespeare gives the conclusion to his sonnet. His friend's beauty will live on through the poem as long as people breathe and live on this earth. As long as there are people alive to read poems, this sonnet will remain forever. So, in this sonnet, Shakespeare portrays the beauty of his friend. This sonnet claims that the dark lady, or the young man whom he is addressing, is more beautiful than the summer's day. It is also as immortal as Shakespeare's sonnet.